And just like that, the collective might of the internet melted down. 3 somber and oh so identifiable notes was all it took to shake the Helldiver fandom to its very core. In terms of what that means for the game, well, that's still to be determined, but all eyes are now firmly fixed on August 26th. What could an ODST crossover look like? How will Team Green be received, and what will this overall do for Helldivers? Well, that's what we need to take a deep dive into today. And oh, by the way, we've still got an ongoing galactic war, new orders from HQ, and all while fighting one of our strongest foes yet, performance. In case you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. It's free and it really helps out the channel. And while you're at it, don't forget to ring the notifications bell so you never miss one of my future uploads. And with that, let's check out what Arrowhead and Helldivers have been cooking. We're going to get to the craziness from yesterday's trailer in just a moment because there's still enemies of democracy that need slaying right now. And thanks to orbital rail cannon strikes from heaven, along with greatly reduced cooldown timers, the Helldivers were able to overcome the insane task of killing troopers with orcs and pulling off the campaign in the Nano sector. The citizens of New Asperon City are now safe, or are they? According to this Reddit post, the use of the overpowered rail cannons on lowly troopers was never about sending a message of dominance towards the automatons, but rather, it was about striking doubt and fear into the citizens of Super Earth. High Command chose the troopers because they were the most human-looking in appearance to remind the citizens of Super Earth that anytime, anywhere, should they become dissident, a super destroyer could lock onto them from high orbit and erase them from existence. Quote, "It was never about intimidation, it's about control." Okay then, logging on this morning, the Helldivers are met once again with a completely harmless and thoroughly thought through major order to kill millions upon millions of Terminids in an effort to reconstruct Tyranny Park 2, which is a massive recreational and education facility showcasing the most dire threats posed to managed democracy. Now, the list of requirements here for this one are extensive. Liberate Boar Rock, kill 5 million Chargers. Take note of the wording on that one, Helldivers. More on that in a moment. 2 million Impalers, 1.5 million Bile Titans, along with extracting from Terminid-controlled planets with 40 million common and 15 million rare samples. Straight from the Ministry of Truth, it has been confirmed that only standard Chargers, not Spore or Behemoth variants, count towards that Charger kill count. So, if they are spewing Spore muck or have the extra armor plating on their exceedingly huge noggins, they will not count. Further breaking news in the form of new intel arrived during the filming of this video, with news that a new Helldiver training facility is being constructed on Zegama Paradise. And by the way, shame on you if you don't know that historical reference. Expect a democracy officer to begin questioning your loyalties within the next few minutes. Anyways, with so many new recruits graduating the academy, HQ has authorized a territory expansion. New E710 farms will be established on Kremsica, because it's always Kremsica, with the built-in failsafe of self-destruct nukes to be detonated in case of a containment breach. And that concludes the Galactic Briefing. You've got about 5.5 days to farm Terminids with several planets involved. And good luck out there, Helldivers. But of course, yesterday, out of nowhere, Arrowhead cranked the volume up to an 11 and dropped the new "Here Comes the Boom" trailer on unsuspecting Diver Faithful, which looked to have the standard assortment of clips up until the very ending, when the rain began to fall on a super city, and those 3 notes played out as a single Hellpod touched down. Now, the community has long spoken about a Halo collaboration, with the exact day Xbox goes live as the perfect day for that event to coincide with. But the question is, what will a Halo crossover look like? And I, like many of you out there, covered this topic in the past, but full-on Spartan Mjolnir armor is more than likely not going to happen here. But now with the music from Halo 3 playing at the end of the trailer, we need to next zero in on ODST concepts. Here's a community-created ODST Warbond concept called Orbital Vanguards. Link to this one can be found down in the video description, with two different armor sets here called the Shocker and Phantom, the Reaper SMG, Ghost Pistol, and Bubble Shield Grenade, love that one by the way, along with the Pelican 2 Fire Support Stratagem, Warthog FRV Skin, and Hellpod Expertise Booster, along with, of course, the Bag of Liberty emote. The question is, would you, my viewers, fellow Helldiver players out there, snatch up this Warbond? And also, would you be willing to pay more than the normal 1,000 super credit Helldivers are accustomed to paying? Definitely drop a comment about this one down below. Now, in terms of what we currently have available, I've always dabbled with visual mods from Nexus Mods, and this ODST mod gives you some idea of what an orbital drop shock trooper would look like standing on the bridge of a Helldiver's super destroyer. By the way, link to this mod can be found down in the video description, but the fit between these two universes, as you can see, is undeniable. ODSTs are not Spartans. They are instead highly trained elite human soldiers rocking sophisticated equipment. By comparison, Spartans are genetically enhanced super soldiers. So yeah, I would not expect to see Master Chief in all of his glory magically appearing in the next Warbond. And when you think about it, Helldivers are basically ODSTs, but in an alternate universe, one where we fight for Super Earth. The sleuthing Helldivers collective brainpower has also been hard at work deciphering the new galactic warning system unknown signal broadcasts, with this first one appearing yesterday. And of course, Reddit immediately found that playing the sounds in reverse yielded this. Which is Superintendent from Halo 3. So with the rain, with the ODST soundtrack starting sequence, and now this, everything is building up to late in August. What Xbox coming to Helldivers means and how much of an effect that will make on player counts has been an interesting topic to follow. Now, the actual pre-order sales numbers are not available. And even if Arrowhead or Sony were to make that information public, it would come in the form of something like 2 million players, not sales, players, or new Xbox recruits have totaled over 1.5 million new divers. The actual exact numbers will be nearly impossible to know, with one estimate showing up on Facebook, though, saying between 8 to 12 million players joining the game with Xbox. Now, while that would be absolutely bonkers to see, the actual number will be less than that. PC has always been the majority when it comes to Helldivers, with many estimates placing it at or over a 2-to-1 ratio of PC versus PlayStation. So yes, expect Xbox to boost those overall player counts, but not by nearly 10 million. However, not all are happy with this cross-platform intermixing, as there seems to be a small but very vocal minority out there essentially not happy that PlayStation is giving up exclusivity of Helldivers 2, pushing a narrative to murder new Xbox players as they join Helldivers. Now, personally, I don't care if someone is playing on whatever console. If they want to squad up and help spread managed democracy, I'm down for that. But, you know, all these titles, boxers, bot divers, bug divers, ponies, none of that really matters. With calls coming up from within the community to protect the Xbox players from traitorous fools. I know it's not a headline story for sure, but it's a big enough topic to show up on social sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit. However, the one thing an ODST Warbond will not smooth over is the technical performance of the game, and as it currently sits, it sits at rather poor. Items that were fixed in the past have been rebroken. Things that used to work fine have been busted, and in general, it seems that the technical limitations of the engine and the dev team are hitting their max cap. To which Arrowhead's CEO, Shams Georgiani, did speak to, quote, "One of the things we are working hard on is general fixing and improvements. The 60-day patch was more of a, wow, do we need to get things to a better place action. Our hope and intent is, of course, that the general quality can be good as a part of regular business. The more stuff we add, the more performance and bugs crop up. So it's a balance. We're hard at work making sure the general game quality improves as we approach the Xbox release. And while yes, this isn't the exact same scenario as that state of the game 63-day patch post-escalation of freedom release thing that they went through, from a performance aspect, the game is suffering badly. And while a 60-day patch is not going to right the wrongs in time for the Xbox launch, it may be time for Arrowhead to get that group back together for another 30, 45, 60-day plan to get the game back to performing like it should. Things like status effects, ragdolling, and FPS all need to be addressed, especially with rumors coming from the studio that new difficulties are on the drawing board, which would only multiply the tech debt they are currently experiencing, which will only be made harder once the networking issues begin to arise from adding in Xbox. But that's just a sampling of what's been going on within the Helldivers community. Here's where you get a chance to respond with your thoughts, of course, down in the comment section. How does that ODST crossover look to you? Are you excited for Xbox to join the Helldiver army late this month? What's the biggest issue or strength you currently have with the game's performance? And will we be receiving new content along with a new major event once Xbox arrives? Definitely drop a comment and I will do my best to respond. Remember to hit subscribe and to ring the notifications bell so you never miss my future upload alerts. A massive thanks goes out to all of our current channel members. And until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.